Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon. Welcome to our new newspaper channel where you can watch and read all the compiled newspapers reports of worldwide to save your time. Before rundown, it's our request those who have not subscribed our channel may please be subscribed and click the bell icon button as we may easily spread ahead our voice. Thanks. Supreme Court appears ready to reject Trump's immunity claims. Justices could rule on Trump's claims of sweeping immunity in a way that will delay a trial until after the election. China and the U.S. should be partners rather than adversaries, Xi tells Blinken. Indian voters battle extreme temperatures as intense heatwave hits region. College protests over Gaza sweep across America. Students carrying out pro-Palestinian blockade in Paris University campus as protests continue for a third day. What do pro-Palestinian protesters on college campuses want? Blinken says he challenged China's Xi on Russia war support. America's top diplomat and the Chinese president have held talks in Beijing as both sides seek to stabilize relations. U.S. military begins building Gaza aid pier. 2 million meals a day could be delivered via sea to feed people in Gaza. The U.S. says USC cancels graduation event as Gaza protests spread. Protests against the Gaza war grip dozens of campuses across America, with hundreds of arrests. Baby saved from dead mother's womb in Gaza dies. Sabrine was born by emergency C-section after Israel bombed a house in Rafah, killing her family. New jeans. The controversy shaking the K-pop world. The infighting between K-pop powerhouse HYBE and its label Adore has put fans on edge. Me Too founder defiant after Weinstein wins rape appeal. Tarana Burke says the overturning of Harvey Weinstein's 2020 conviction in New York is not a blow to Me Too. The best films to watch in May, including the latest Mad Max and Planet of the Apes films and Jerry Seinfeld's comedy about Pop-Tarts. This month's unmissable movies to watch and stream. Can bird flu be stopped? Bird flu is decimating wildlife around the world and is now spreading in cows. In the handful of human cases seen so far, it has been extremely deadly. Everyday EVs are taking a page from Formula E. The common electric vehicle doesn't need to hit lightning speed, but Formula E race cars could usher in a new era for all. TikTok will not be sold. Chinese parent tells U.S. TikTok's Chinese parent company ByteDance says it has no intention of selling the business after the U.S. passed a law to force it to sell the hugely popular video app or be banned in America. ByteDance doesn't have any plans to sell TikTok, the company posted on its official account on Toutiao, a social media platform it owns. The last place to be mapped in the U.S. with its impenetrable canyons, Utah's Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument defies human perspective and remains a mystery even to those who know it best. Why sashiko is spreading beyond Japan. Sashiko is easy, practical and beautiful, and gaining fans around the world. Belle Jacobs speaks to practitioners to find out more. The benefits of walking backwards. During the 19th century, the activity of retro walking was little more than an eccentric hobby. But today research is revealing it can have real benefits for your health and brain. Conservation slowing biodiversity loss. Scientists say Cuban crocodiles at a breeding sanctuary, one of a number of conservation actions studied. Conservation actions are effective at reducing global biodiversity loss. According to a major study, international researchers spent 10 years looking at measures, from hatching Chinook salmon to eradication of invasive algae. The authors said their findings offered a ray of light for those working to protect threatened animals and plants. 1 out of every 3 species monitored is currently endangered because of human activities. Japan comes face to face with its own space junk. A Tokyo company's satellite encounters a big lump of space debris high above the Earth. Britain's Pompeii, UK's largest Bronze Age find to go on display. An exhibition showcasing many of its discoveries is opening in Peterborough, England, close to where it was found. Israeli shelling hammers Gaza's Rafah ahead of planned ground offensive with eyes on U.S. college campuses, students stress. Gaza is why we're here. Hamas, serious about captives release but not without Gaza ceasefire. Hamas is stressing its 4 conditions even as 18 countries try to ramp up pressure on the group for a deal. Witness testimony to continue in Trump's New York hush money trial. Defense to continue cross-examination of tabloid publisher David Pecker as ex-U.S. president's historic trial continues. How a ragtag army defended Bosnia and Herzegovina against 2 aggressors. ARBIH, formed in April 1992, managed against all odds to successfully defend the country's sovereignty. Blogs from the White House, U.S. students stand steadfast with Gaza-Palestine solidarity. Encampment springs up at George Washington University despite crackdown and arrests across U.S. Farm suicides. Anger haunt Indian villages that Modi promised. Hope villages where Modi launched his farm outreach a decade ago have seen deaths and death mounts since then.